Hey Tea Club, Dave Way here of Wudong West. It's our last moon of the year, and we have a really special tea for you guys. It's so special, I even broke out a special teapot. Now, please don't laugh at me, okay? When I see this pot, it reminds me of Shaquille O'Neal drinking a soda or something. This is a really small pot, okay? And it's all the smaller because I'm so big. Now, here's my pot, okay? This is my standard pot. It's a purple clay pot, handmade. It's about 230 mLs. It's sizable, okay? This is a good size pot for my hand. This is a pot that I can brew enough to share with. However, this month we have a specialty. For those of you that already got it in the mail, you may notice we don't get very much tea at all. This is quite literally the oldest, the rarest, the finest tea that our team over there at West China has in their entire collection. And so, yeah, we're not getting very much, but believe you me, this is the best tea they offer. And what better way to wrap up our year with, right? And so this is a 1990 Black Lodge tea. It's a 36-year vintage at this point. My goodness. And again, we only get so much. And so this is why I busted out this little itty bitty teapot. This teapot's probably about 90 mLs or so, milliliters. It's very, very small. However, if I used my standard pot, it would blow it out, right? It would just be, because I only have a little bit, and so I want to brew it in this little pot and, get that leaf to water ratio, right? So if I brew it in this and I only use a little bit of leaf, and it's going to be really diluted, and you get the picture, right? And so I use little dainty pot, and then I use a little bit of tea, but then it's appropriate. And then also, this is going to be just for me too. And so the other thing about this pot is that it's the perfect size for a personal cup. Okay. I'm also kind of doing what's called a dry style today. Normally, you'll see me do these tea tastings and these ceremonies, and I'm spilling water all over the place and I'm pouring water all over my pets. This setup here is likened to a dry style. And so I will not be pouring water to excess. I will not be spilling all over the place. I probably won't even throw out my first rinse just because this stuff is really special. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. I'll bring my water back up to temp. I already warmed this up beforehand. Notice I don't have a decanter. It's just for me today, so I'm just going to pour straight off into my cup. Now again, we don't get very much tea, so normally I would do about anywhere from 12 to 14, sometimes 16 grams of tea for my bigger pot. This is a smaller pot, so I'm probably going to use about 5 or 6 grams tops, right? On average, it's typically about 7 grams to every 100 milliliters. It's kind of the ratio we're working with here. And so again, smaller pot, so less tea. Water's right on time. I'm going to pour you right on. Mindful not to overflow. I want it to be just the right amount. This is first steep in effect, and normally we would rinse, but again, super good tea, only so much. I'm going to capitalize on this and see what we can get out of it. God. It's just so cute using this little teapot. Oh my goodness. But it kind of gives me just enough for a single serving. You can't really note the color too well. All right, you see you got this nice amber golden hue. Again, first steep. This typically would just be a rinse, but I don't want to waste it today. So right off the nose, you can smell the vintage. This smells old. And that's just first rinse liqueur. Let me smell the lid now. Oh my goodness. Wow. That smells interesting. Okay, so not so much like the red vine or Twizzler, but I smell licorice. Okay, and it's like the fresh licorice root. Oh my goodness, that is really quite nice. It's so warm and soft on the olfactories. It's like it graces my nose. It's really so lovely. Let me try this first rinse. Mmm, earthy minerality. Oh my goodness. Mmm. Last month we were drinking that Wooey Rock tea, that horse meat variety, and it had such a strong minerality to it. This month, similar. Different region, different province, different mountain, different altogether. Different year, different vintage, different production. But that minerality really comes through. It's all on the back of my olfactories. Now, mind you, too, this is first rinse, so pour this off, give you another whiff. It's funny, like using this little itty bitty pot. It kind of brings me back to when I was a new father and I'm holding my little itty bitty 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 baby, and it felt really sweet and endearing for me. And so, kind of in the same way, to use this little itty bitty pot, it's really precious for me. Get this water back up to temp. Now, this is aged black tea, okay? It's firmly pressed into a brick. It's going to take some time to bloom and unravel, just like our other densely pressed teas, right? So, I'm curious to know what the endurance of this would be like. I'm using way less tea. I'm using a way smaller pot. I'm brewing in way smaller batches. So I'd be curious to know if this could actually stretch out further and further than the standard brew. Okay, here we go. Boom. I'm doing flash steeps. As soon as I pour it on, I pour it right off. No decanter. It's just me, so I'm just pouring straight away into my cup. We're getting a lot more color now. That first batch was a golden amber. Now we're stepping into that crimson red. You guys able to see that color in there? Oh, here I am spilling it everywhere. It's okay. That minerality comes forth. That licorice is coming back all the more prominent now. I'm also getting notes of it smells like a Chinese medicine clinic. If you've ever gone to Chinatown and you see these herbal apothecaries and you walk in and just boom, you get hit by all this kind of natural medicinal aroma. Whew, this smells like a Chinese medicine clinic. Oh, right away. I am, ooh, goose skin. Oh man, I'm getting chills with this. Wow. Talk about a chi experience. I'm not even present to the taste as much as I am just this aliveness that rushes over me with the sip. Whoa. Okay. So the licorice note in fragrance comes off as vanilla in flavor. The minerality adds like a level of spice to it. It's not so much like spicy as in seasoned, but there's like a heat to it. And it's almost like that mineral density is able to hold on to the warmth and it really helps it go down. And I can feel that heat descend. Oh man. Oh man. This is Dodria. Dodria sure, wait. The cervical 7, the cervical spine 7. I really feel that just opening and breathing in a new way that's releasing all the tension in my neck and shoulders. It's as if my heart is opening from the back, and it's just so warm here in my chest. I'm going to take this through one more steep. My goodness. This is only second steep, and it's still just opening all the more. The leaves are still quite pressed and dense, if you can see in there. Like his little teapot again. Wow. Oh, so good. All right, let's go ahead. Get one more brew. I'm going to push it a little bit, okay? Something I learned from John Coco. Shout out Coco. You know, use angry hot water, push the parameters a little bit more. Normally I'd do a flash steep, but here I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and actually kind of push my variables. And typically if you have a low quality tea, if you use too hot water, if you steep it too long, if you push the variables, then you end up with this bitter or astringent brew. And it's not always pleasant. But with these high-end teas, you should be able to push it. You should be able to steep it a little longer. You should be able to add a little hotter water, and ideally, it takes it. And so that is much longer than a flash steep at this point. Let's go ahead and give it a little extra agitation and pour it straight off into my cup. I'd imagine I'll get a really nice dark brew this time. As to be expected. Yeah, getting nice, rich, dark. It's still very red, but I'm getting that black note. I'd imagine that as this continues to open and bloom more and more, it will only get stronger and stronger until, of course, it tapers off and gets weaker and weaker. But here I am 3 steeps in, getting stronger and stronger still. And with my leaves still so densely pressed, I'd imagine we could easily get a good 20, 30 steeps out of this tea, especially in these like little cute pots. Okay, let's try it out. Stop it. This is the one. Oh, this is the one. It's very common for these teas, especially if they're aged, if they're pressed, these vintages, it takes some time for them to bloom, for them to awaken. And, so as we get into these Kung Fu tea ceremonies, typically by third, fourth, fifth steep, like, that's when it really wakes up. And that's what's happening here. Oh, that's so good. Mm, mm. This hui gan, what's called the return of sweetness, right? The aftertaste that you get. It's so warming of my palate. It's so warming of my face and head. It's so warming in my heart. It's so warming in my belly. Oh my God, this is a perfect winter tea. I just got word too that tonight in the Bay we're supposed to have the coldest night of the year, so good timing. Well, guys, I typically only do about 3 or so steeps when I go through these tastings. But there's still so much more life in these teas. If you got it, let me know how you're brewing it. Let me know what flavors you're getting. Let me know what you're tasting, smelling, seeing, feeling. If you want to try this stuff too, go ahead and join our tea club. We're jumping off into a fire horse year. We're stepping into a tiger moon, first moon of spring. So now we're phasing out of the darker, older varieties, and we're going to transition into some of the lighter, greener varieties. So if these flavor profiles are of interest to you, go ahead and follow the link in the description. Join our tea club. Otherwise, continue to enjoy me making these videos. All right, guys.